Hello, people. This is William Zolnowski, your friendly friend, and this is my third vlog. Actually, this is not exactly my third, it's my fourth, but the third one I did through Ustream, and Ustream didn't work out and it didn't upload to YouTube. So I just left Ustream aside for now, and I think I'm just gonna leave that if I want to broadcast live. So I'm gonna record my officially third vlog through YouTube straight, so I think that's better to upload to YouTube. Uh, but anyways, I want to thank God for my life, and this past week and this last 2 weeks were just like amazing. How God worked in my life, like give me a direction. Um, I'm no longer working at Amazon Grill because that didn't work out pretty well. Uh, it just wasn't very worth, you know, working there, and was taking up too much of my time. And for other reasons, it just didn't work out. So I'm not working on Amazon Grow anymore. Although it was a good experience. I mean, I loved working there. The experience of working as a waiter and serving people and knowing how a restaurant works. That was a good experience, and even more than that, how God spoke through me and how God in a certain way got me out of there was a really good experience also. And the money, of course. But anyways, I'm happy. I'm in peace with myself, with God, with life. Working at church, happy, like serving God and fulfilling God's calling in my life. I know I'm still waiting, but it's amazing how God is working not only in my life, but in my girlfriend's life, in Hachelle. She's coming here in December, by the way. Yay! And it's just amazing, like how God is working in her life, in my life, and in the lives of my friends too. Like for example, Almir. You know, if you guys know him, and if you guys know what he's been through, like how God is speaking through him, how God is working in his life, it's just amazing. So, and I can see it's amazing how I'm starting to see how God is working in each one's life, like connecting, like bringing us together somehow. I know God is gonna do that because I know the only way that in our church here we can have a true revival, and I know that God's Spirit is gonna pour out on us when the youth gets united again, and not only the ones from before, but the new ones and the ones that were not with us before, like Igor, Mateus, and the teenagers, you know, Swelling and Natalia, and now Priscilla with us. So I know that when the youth unite again, when our youth unite again, I know God's gonna do amazing things. I mean, Hector spoke with me yesterday, and he called me aside, and we had a little private talk. It was a very good talk, and God spoke to me through him, saying that we need to start praying again. The youth united must go back to pray, must start again our nightly prayers that we used to do last year, and it was just amazing how God moved among us those times. We would come on a Friday night to church to pray, and sometimes we would pray for a while, sometimes we would pray more, sometimes less, but I know that if the youth unites to pray together, God's gonna do tremendous things among us. But then again, we gotta be united, and the only way of that happening is if God guides us together, is if God brings us together. That's the only way. No one can bring us together except God. And I think, and I'm sure, and I believe God is doing that. Somehow, God is working in each one of our lives to bring us together. We've been separate for a while now, like since the beginning of the year, and it's been, everybody on their own. Almir got married, Everton got married, Other stuff happened, and we just went our ways. Jonas and Luigi went to Christ for the Nations. Josh and Helen went to Connecticut. So, but today, and I know that in the future, when we look back, we'll see that it's all part of God's master plan, like splitting the youth and then working in our lives privately, and then bringing us together again, more mature, more grown up, more ready to what God has for us. I believe that that's what God's doing in our church is youth. Um, Other than that, I God is also blessing me, and I'm sure He's gonna continue to do that. So hopefully, I can get my plans, especially with Hashem, to continue and to work out. And so that's basically it. You know, serving God, it's awesome, and living to Him and hearing, being able to hear God speaking through you, through situations, through life, through people, through little things, and through His Word is something that no money can buy and something that no one can teach you. You gotta learn that for yourself. And trust me, my friend, learn it. Learn it somehow. Ask for help from people. Ask my help. Ask anybody's help. But ask especially God to open your ears so you can hear God speak to you. You'll never hear God's voice like we hear music, like we hear other people talking to us. The way God speaks through us is not through audible words, it's through anything else. I think that would describe it better. But yeah, so I hope that you guys can also that God may open your eyes so you can see God how God is working in your life, and because maybe you think I don't know how God is working in my life, but that's why you gotta ask God to open your eyes so you can start seeing. If you can't see God working in your life, it's because you are spiritual blind, or maybe you're just not paying attention enough to what's happening in your life. But so that's it. That's basically it. I'm very happy. I'm very excited for the future, to what God holds until the end of the year. I believe that these last 3 months or 2 months and a half that God has for us, I think God is going to do amazing stuff. I got chills only of talking about that. And yeah, so that's it. 8 minutes, I think that's good enough, right? I'll see you next time on Willa Lives blog. Bye, people.